13 years after the first part, Remedy Entertainment released Alan Wake 2, and in this video we're talking about the performance and visual differences between PlayStation 5, Xbox Series and PC.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to try to answer the question on what platform you should get Alan Wake 2. And I like to start with the performance difference between PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and we're going to talk about the PC version a little bit later. So between PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X there is actually not much of a difference. I made sure that I have the latest patches installed when I tested the game, but please keep in mind I'm testing review codes and the game at this very moment when I recorded the video was not officially released. So there is maybe a day one patch which changes everything or at least a little bit. But in general I have to say that the performance is actually quite good. In the very beginning of the game I had some frame drops on both systems, but enabling VRR actually helps a lot to mitigate those frame drops or to mitigate stuttering on the screen. In the later game, a little bit in the later game, and I don't want to spoil it too much actually, I found the performance quite good. But then again, there was some scenarios, locations where the frame rate dropped again. So again, performance-wise, not a stable 60 FPS experience. But with VRR enabled on the Xbox and PlayStation 5, it is absolutely playable. And just because I like to cover everything in my video, let's talk quickly about the 30 FPS mode. And I couldn't complain more because 30 FPS is just a pain in my eyes when I'm playing this on my OLED TV. On my LCD screen, on the other hand, it's actually, I wouldn't say enjoyable, but much better. Anyway, 30 FPS, in my opinion, not the best way to play this game, but the 30 FPS mode is absolutely rock stable. And when we're now talking about the performance on a PC, it is getting a little bit more complicated because yeah, you get what you pay for. If you have a high-end PC, obviously you get a much better performance, but in general I found the performance with my PC actually quite good. But again, I have actually a 4080 and a 7950 AMD processor. So it is actually a high-end PC and it costs much more than any console on the market at the very moment. But you get a much better picture quality and, in my opinion, the better experience. And all my testing on the PC was done with maximum details and DLSS was set to quality, and yeah, that's the performance what I'm getting. I'm quite happy, but again, you pay much more for a PC like that compared to the console, and at the end it's really up to you if you like to invest that money. But I have to say, I really like the experience on the PC, especially the ray tracing effects are a big advantage over the console version. My favorite platform to play this game on is the PC, but just because I have a powerful PC. My second PC, which is just in use for office works, contains a 3070 with 8 GB of VRAM combined with a 5950 processor from AMD. And on this machine, on this PC, it doesn't make much fun to play this game because even I'm using the lowest settings and DLSS set to performance, I'm struggling to hit 60 FPS all the time. It's roughly around 50 to 60 FPS on average, but at some point it is probably the better choice to play on the console. But let's take a closer look on the difference between PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and PC, and all my testing and comparison Unless stated otherwise, it was done in the performance mode on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox, because I think that's the way you should play this game. 30 FPS, sorry to say this again, it is not a way to go for me, but maybe I'm just wrong and you have a different opinion. Anyway, all the testing, most of the testing was done in the performance mode versus the PC with maximum details. And in my opinion, the result is actually quite obvious. We are not just getting a higher resolution, we're also getting a much more stable picture, because the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 version, they're having a lot of, lasing on very fine objects, very fine details. And this is what I personally don't like at all. On the PC version with maximum details and DLSS set to quality, it is actually very, very good.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.
And I have to admit, I was never a big fan of ray tracing on the PC, and I'm still not a big fan of ray tracing on the consoles, because the performance loss is just too much. And before you understand me wrong, no, there is no ray tracing on the console. I'm just making a point here. Ray tracing on the console, because of the performance loss, it's just not worth it. Here in Alan Wake 2 on the PC, I like ray tracing. I don't want to play without it. Even the performance drops is roughly 30 FPS or 40 FPS compared to ray tracing off, but I think it is absolutely worth it, because the picture looks just much more realistic.
Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch.
Okay, so what is my summary? What is the answer to the question on what platform should you play Alan Wake 2? And yeah, obviously, if you have a powerful PC with a 4070, 4080, then of course PC is the first choice. But what about PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X? The difference between PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X is mainly in the controller, because in regards of performance or in regards of picture quality, there is not much of a difference. If you own both consoles, then the only answer is, what controller do you like more? Do you like the Edge or the standard PlayStation 5 controller? Or maybe you like the Elite or the standard Microsoft controller? That's the only question to answer, because in regards of gameplay or story, Alan Wake 2 is, in my opinion, a must play anyway.